Hey guys, welcome to the VTEC Academy. You're about to get schooled. Today I'm doing a little bit of work on Budget EG. Last time we had it out, we went road racing, and when we do that, we have a pair of brake pads we put on. They're actually made for running on the track. The next outing this car is going on is an autocross tomorrow morning, and the brakes aren't going to get quite so hot, so I'm going to change the brake pads back to the street pad. Those will be a little bit less harsh on the rotor, and because they're not really going to be getting up to operating temperature. So I thought it was a good opportunity to show you the brake kit on this. Brake kit is actually manufactured by Fastbrakes for Fastbrakes. It utilizes a Wilwood 4-piston caliper with a hat and rotor that's actually pretty inexpensive. The kit is designed to be as big as it can be and still fit under a 15-inch wheel. Now, it doesn't fit under every 15-inch wheel. As a matter of fact, you got to make sure you buy the right wheel. This particular kit will fit under the Koenig dial-in, which is what we have on this car. It'll also fit in an Avanti wheel that's very, very similar to the Koenig. I think it's even manufactured by the same company. Or the Cozy 15-inch wheels that you see, and probably some others, but we haven't tried them on all cars, so you need to make sure that you do a little research before you buy this kit and make sure you have the right wheels and they're going to fit. So, the way this Wilwood caliper works is it's got this retaining clip right here, and once you remove that, you can actually slide the pads out from there. Now that we got those out, we'll go ahead and put the street pads back in. I've actually marked the street pads so they go back in the same place. LI for left inside and LO for left outside. Okay, it looks like these pads are a little bit thicker than the race pads. They've been worn a little bit, so that means my pistons have kind of extended a little bit into out of the caliper. So I need to move those back in order to be able to fit this back in. I'll try first using the actual brake pad itself as a lever, but now it doesn't want to do that. So let me get a tool for that. Sometimes when you're prying on the little cylinder, it will want to just basically move the fluid inside here rather than back up the line. So I find usually if I take the top one and compress it in first, and then I go to the bottom one, that'll usually do the trick. Okay, they're in. Now I need to line up the holes. Now we can put our clip back on. they are installed. That was pretty easy. Now I just need to do the other side. By the way, I totally recommend that you torque your wheels immediately. We've all heard stories about somebody going out on the racetrack, not having their wheels torqued on, and losing it out on the track. It's embarrassing, damages fenders, can really screw up your day. If you want more information on this brake kit, head on over to fastbrakes.com. It actually comes in two flavors. It comes with this, with the Wilwood caliper. It also comes with a StopTech caliper. Those calipers are a little bit stiffer. Some people prefer them over the Wilwoods. Now, on top of that, StopTech also makes a kit that's very similar. The difference between the Fastbrake kits and the StopTech kit is the bracket. The bracket that comes on the Fastbrakes kit actually has a place where you can bolt on a cooling duct. The StopTech one does not. So I would recommend you take a look at the one at Fastbrakes. Another thing, if you're going to be doing a lot of street driving as well as track driving, I suggest you go out and purchase two sets of rotors. One set that you will use with your street pads, another set that you'll use with your race pads. Since we barely ever drive this car on the street, we went ahead and just used the race pads the majority of the time with these rotors. They're going to wear out a little quicker that way, but we do, whenever we go do autocross or switch to street driving, we do put in the street pads. One more thing. Anytime you get done changing the brake pads, there's usually a little bit of a gap between the pad and the rotor. So when you get in the car, pump the brakes a couple times really hard, and that will bring fluid back down and close that gap. There's nothing more disconcerting than to get in your car, take off, and the first time you press on the brakes, it goes right to the floor. Hey guys, thanks for joining us on another episode of VTEC Academy. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the bell, and that'll alert you anytime there's a new video. If you got some time, head on over to the VTECacademy.com website and check out some of the shirts we have. We have some nice new black t-shirts to make good work shirts. Anyway, thank you very much, and I think I'll leave you with some of our times at the autocross tomorrow. You can watch what it looks like from inside the car.